Greetings, lovely people, and welcome to my reaction to the fourth of the Doomsday teasers. So I did a bulk reaction to the first three, which were the ones that were actually available at the time. Then a fourth released literally like 2 days later. I just didn't get around to it. I understand this one's actually like the best one. I mean, that's subjective, obviously, but yeah, I'm very excited for this one. So let's just get into it and check out Avengers Doomsday teaser 4. So here we have Avengers Doomsday, only in theaters December 18th, 2026. This one doesn't even give anything away in the title. And yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this one in terms of what it shows. So let's get into it and check it out. Okay, we're starting in like a desert. Not sure where this could be. Oh, got Shuri. So
I've lost everyone that matters to me.
Okay, is that from... Oh, we've got the Atlanteans as well. I can't remember their actual
The king has his
name.
duties to prepare our people.
Wait, why are
for the
they in the
afterlife.
desert? I just realised that that's... But they are in like... Oh,
I have mine.
Okay.
King Mbaku
Dara...
of Wakanda.
Oh,
Ben, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
Okay, the thing is going to be teaming up with the Wakanda crew and the Atlanteans. Okay. And then we've got the same countdown that we saw in all the others, just with this is very much out of date now because of when I'm recording this, but okay. There's not too much to break down there, but we'll go through it. So we'll turn it down to half speed just for the sake of me being able to pause a little easier, and we'll mute it, of course. But yeah, so we start off, we're in like a desert, which is kind of interesting based on the characters we have here. So, with it being the Wakandans, the Atlanteans, and I guess the Fantastic Four, why would the Atlanteans be in a dry area? That's the question that I have. Same kind of goes with the Wakandans. Obviously, it doesn't really matter if they're in like a desert area, and obviously there's plenty of desert-ish areas within, you know, the continent of Africa. So, you know, they don't have to be that far away from their home turf for this to make sense. But it just seems a bit weird for the Atlanteans who require water to survive. Like, they can't breathe without water. It's weird for them to be in like a dry, arid place, like a desert. We'll look at it when we see more of the Atlantean stuff. We'll look into it, because maybe there is something deeper going on. But yeah, either way, Shuri is Black Panther. Love to see it. I do like Shuri. I think I've said before, it's like I really do like Shuri. I don't necessarily think Wakanda Forever was a perfect movie, but I do like her in it. And I'm perfectly happy to see that she is continuing like the legacy of the Black Panther. But yeah, so they do have... Is that how it worked in Wakanda Forever, where like their skin does turn like a human shade? Partially? Or does that mean they're drying out? Does that mean they're about to die? Like, because the rest of their body is blue, which is their skin colour when they are out of water. I guess they just keep... Does this mask just keep their face hydrated? I guess that would make some sense, but I don't really know. Yeah, but they're all just geared up like normal. Like, they don't look like they're dealing with anything too weird. This is very much their architectural style, though, and same for the building they're currently in. Is it... I mean, to be fair, there's no, like, coral or anything, but, like, is it possible this is, like, the ocean depth? So, has, like, the ocean been evaporated? Like, have we lost the ocean? That would be very, very interesting if that was the way they go about it. Is that they just they just remove the water from the earth. Like, or Doom, should I say, removes the water from the earth. That would be terrifying. But that is, like, the only explanation I can have, unless there are some, like, Atlantean structures that are above ground. But, like, why would they put themselves in a situation where they're in, like, a dry area? When they require the water to survive. Like, it just seems a bit weird. Like, only Namor can survive without water. So it's a little odd in a lot of ways. But yeah, Namor with his scepter, with his trident, whatever it actually is. I can't remember if it's trident or not. He looks a bit downtrodden. His beard's getting a little messy. He's definitely stressed, that's for sure. Interesting outfit, kind of resembles his comic outfit. Yeah, more shots of Shuri and Baku looking great. I do like the little bit of blue in both of their armor. Is that potentially the Atlantean? I'm about to call it adamantium. That's not correct. Vibranium. Is the Atlantean vibranium blue compared to the more like gunmetal color vibranium that we see in Wakanda? Like, is that possible? Like, I'm not saying that's definitely what it is, but that would be an interesting aspect if like all this blue on specifically Shuri and M'Baku's armor is just because they've got some Atlantean vibranium. The Dora Milaje, there we go, I said it correctly that time, don't appear to have any of that blue on them. They just look to be dressed normal. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too specifically different, shall I say, with their get-ups. They look pretty standard. And then, yeah, another image of M'Baku shaking hands with the one and only Ben Grimm, the Thing. His CGI looks a little off. I think his eyes are a bit weird, but obviously this is going to be not somewhat early, but this won't be like absolute. If this is in the film, that is, it won't be absolute final. Like, they'll still have time to work on it. He looks great generally, but still shots like this really do show that like the Thing doesn't always look perfectly realistic at all times. It's weird for it to be Ben. Like, you'd think such an advanced civilization as Wakanda and I guess Atlantis as well, like, you would think that they'd maybe send someone that's either diplomatic like Sue or someone that's like intellectual like Reed, though I suppose would Reed cause more problems? I don't know. Seems weird not to send Sue, especially because in the comics obviously there's a connection between Namor and Sue. I don't think they'd ever do that in the films, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it is interesting that it's Ben of all people. Unless Ben's the only one that comes to this reality. Like, we know from Thunderbolts that the Fantastic Four in some form are coming to the 616 universe, or 199999, as I would much rather them actually refer to it as. But yeah, interesting that is Ben. I do like his outfit, the rubberiness of the blue compared to the fabric of the white. So it's a good design for the Fantastic Four outfits. I don't think I mentioned it in the review, but I do really like their outfits. And yeah, the fact that she does the Wakandan salute here, who would she do that to, real? Is it like probably Namor? I'm not sure, like, would she do it to Ben? Maybe? Like, it is just a generic sign, well, not generic, but it's just a Wakandan sign of respect. It's just a Wakandan salute. But, like, why would she give that to the Thing? You know? Why wouldn't she give that to... I don't know. It's just interesting of who she's giving that salute to. I'd assume it's probably Namor, but it's hard to really tell from the context given. But yeah, the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four. It's weird that they don't... Like, why only say the Wakandans? Because it's not just the Wakandans, you know? But yeah, that is everything for this trailer. Yeah, there's something not quite right with the CG for the Thing here, but yeah, overall, it's almost like the salute's an acknowledgement. I don't know, there's something weird going on with the salute, but I'm not really too sure on what that could be, but yeah, either way, a lot to chew on here, a lot of interesting aspects. The fact that the Atlanteans are not underwater, the fact that it's literally just the Black Panther, the King of Wakanda, and then the Dora Milaje for the Wakandans. Like, you know, where's the rest of the team? Like, you know, there's so many other forces within Wakanda that could be dealing with an existential threat. Yeah, very interesting trailer. Very interesting. Honestly, I do think this might be the best of all the Avengers trailers we've seen, teasers so far. I'm very excited to see what else we get. Obviously, I'm watching this compared to the last ones that I did the video on. I'm watching this with the context of Brand New Day having a trailer out now, which you can watch that. I've done a breakdown of that video or of that trailer already. So check it out on my channel if you are interested. But yeah, it's interesting seeing all the like combinations of characters across like everything, across Doomsday, across Brand New Day, across Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Like, there's so many crossovers of characters, and I just really wonder how it's all going to culminate, you know? And obviously it's going to culminate in Secret Wars, but yeah, very, very interested in this. But yeah, there we go. That is the 4th teaser. I imagine if it's not the 4th. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th teaser, but if it's the 3rd teaser, I'm going to be so embarrassed. For Avengers Doomsday. I'm very excited for this film. Like, legitimately, it looks like it's going to be really good. But yeah, I think we've pretty much decided at this point that this means nothing. I didn't mention it in my first video. But yeah, there was a lot of theorizing around what the potential meaning of, you know, the transition text would be. But it is just transition text. It's just going from December 18th, 2026 to the current countdown. But yeah, December 18th. We're getting dangerously close. Like, we're nearly in April. In fact, actually no, we won't. I'm about to say maybe this video is going up in April. No, it isn't. It'll be going up before then. But yeah, we're getting very close, relatively speaking, to Avengers Doomsday, and I'm sure we're gonna get more trailers. You know, knowing my luck, we'll get another trailer like tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad that I waited. I haven't seen anything like this, anything of this trailer until just now. Like, even when I watched the new Rockstars breakdown, like, I skipped this bit, specifically because I want to do a proper reaction to it. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what this film actually has to offer, and I just hope they don't ruin it by making it just all cameos all the time, just in references to the comics, references to other films, references to this, that, the other. Like, I hope they can manage it. They did a good job with Endgame, and Infinity War before that. Like, I'm sure they can do it, but it does worry me with how many characters we know are going to be in this film. But with that being said, that's going to be it for the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new, and ring the bell so you never miss upload of us couple of false feelings on the, I'm gonna keep saying it, the 4th teaser for Avengers Doomsday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.